Bruce sees all.
Hey everyone, I'm Bruce Swartz. I'm a ufologist. I'm in Montreal, Quebec, just on the outskirts. I have some incredible videos on this channel. If you're new, hi, welcome. Take the time to subscribe. Click notification bell because there's a lot of problems here on the channel. Being able to reach people and even a big problem of me interacting with the community. We have people emailing the community members to try to get them to leave the channel. I'm Bruce Swartz, as I said, a ufologist. I have the rarest UFO captures ever shown to the public. And I had some problems with agents, governments from several countries actually got reached by many people. As you know, John Lear had the chance to do some radio interviews on an FM radio station with Carole Lozé. And I was able to meet Garpan Ufology founder, right, Jan, and get some help to try to push out the research. But this happened before the UFO reports. Let's get right into it. If you're new to the channel, you're going to see exactly what I'm showing on the moon and in the atmosphere. There's so many captures. Let's look at a few very important ones. So, you know, I can show you these close up, far away. We are close up here. And then I backed up the view for you. I even took the color out. I deliberately put it in black and white. You can see it also in color. I'll show it to you another time, or you can just check it out yourself. So I can tell you this is a jellyfish, but you know, you must know why I would be saying that. We're seeing an expanding and contracting of this jellyfish-like object, and it really does look like a jellyfish in the ocean of space. Well, this is in the atmosphere of the moon, and what are you looking at? Like, what's beside it? What's that other object? Is it two objects? Well, no. We seem to see both objects exactly simultaneously moving, even though it's only on the corner of the image. Well, I found it, right? Didn't deliberately see it happening. It was far away. But why is this jellyfish-like creature making a shadow? What's the shadow being made on? Well, it's the surface of the moon and or the atmosphere of the moon. Lots of hazes and smokes. And we're going to talk a lot about those hazes and smokes. It could be what's keeping them alive up there. That smoke on the moon can be deliberate, and it can be shielding the living moon people from the radiation coming from the sun. If there isn't gravity there, they would be pummeled by the sun and its radiation. So now we're going to jump right into something else incredible. I'm seeing UFOs, unidentified flying objects, alive or not, that are in the atmosphere of the moon, close to the surface, in the smokes and the hazes, right before, like, the closest that we can get to the surface without being able to see it, right? Like, when you look at this event, what's happening? Well, it's UFOs that are high enough over top of the clouded regions on the moon and away from the mountains, if you want. And that's why, by bringing the exposure down and seeing these UFOs show us the surface. Look, when it gets bright, that explosion or reaction, chemical reaction in the atmosphere, it shows us other UFOs flying by. They're testing something up there, and it's pretty obvious that we can see it very well. If we go back to the beginning of this, we can see that a UFO is shooting something out of itself. There's an object coming from a UFO that's in the hazes. They're all different sizes, and or there are all at different heights and levels, because you can see some smaller going by underneath them in my research most of the time. These are crucial things that are being left out in the UFO reports and to all of the public around the world. And aside from the moon, we're going to stay focused on the moon in this video, but just showing you really quickly, like most of you here that have been following me have seen this video of mine. It is what? Who knows? It's something here on Earth flying in the atmosphere. Rods is what the term people give them. They're like cigar-shaped UFOs, right? Of all sizes. Don't forget, alien technology, there's no one size. You can have a giant mothership, but you could probably also have just a cigarette pack-sized object. Here's an object sideways because it was a smaller video. Sorry, it's my video that I turned sideways. There we go. We can see a drone letting off lights or something happening as it goes by, Canadian geese. But let's stay focused on that moon now that I got you interested in the atmosphere, maybe the clouds, because we're going to see some clouds also in some of the craters. It's always something incredible. This one really had shocked me. This is Copernicus crater.
Wow.
And when you go up to Copernicus crater really close to the edges and you bring the exposure down and you get the clearest shot you can, try to get the least amount of waves, like on a cold night. Here, the advantage in the winter here, we have the clearest of nights because cold weather gives you clear vision. If you're looking through heat waves, not gonna be easy. Look at this incredible close-up. So I want to see this a couple times. Oh my God, like, is that an explosion or is it a UFO coming out? So I understand it's light phenomena. It's hard to characterize them all as just UFOs. These are paranormal events. It could be, you know, chemical reactions, natural reactions. But when you see explosions like that on the surface, I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. I have too much to show. I'm not even going to go back. Real quickly, this is Archimedes crater, and I'm close up with my 14-inch scientific telescope, Celestron telescope with the high definition that I took also along with it, showing that there is an atmosphere. There are wind currents on the moon. I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually raining on the moon. This is Archimedes crater. Look at the cloud-like regions all around the high-rising objects of the craters. So people say, here's Eratosthenes, people say, well, the craters have the same depth. No, they don't. But cloud forms a film over top of the surface, thus making people think that all the craters are the same, and that the surface of the moon is flat when it's not flat at all. Eratosthenes, just at the end of the Apennine Mountains. What do you think of that one?
Pretty trippy, eh? The moon is like an onion. Several layers, several peels, but you can see through them. And when you overlap those peels, it gives you an obstructed view of the other layers. More layers that you add on, the less you see the center of the onion. If you were to x-ray an onion, you would see all of the various layers inside of that onion.
Strong magnified zoom in a negative video live on the moon, Archimedes crater, smokes and hazes hiding the inside of it, but on the right, a UFO that not only going by, even stops. As I film it changing directions, a whole slew of objects on the surface. Something scary happened today. Twitter said that there's more views coming my way, and then YouTube said that the views are up over 100,000, and then all the shorts and everything and comments are stopping now, and revenue rolling backwards, views too. The more I get support, the more they roll me back. So thanks for being here, everyone. No jokes. My body tingles when I show this. On the left, I showed you another one coming out in the black circle. This UFO left Archimedes crater from the smokes. There's millions of them coming out of the crater. Look in the circle on the left. Look on the outskirts of the circle on the left again. There they are. They're following each other. That smoke is protecting them and possibly camouflaging them. So whether it just is a camouflage or it's an actual oxygen cloud atmosphere, Bill Nelson just announced days ago, flowing water, ice, if that's up there, there's hydrogen and oxygen in the lunar atmosphere. Whether you want to say it's teeniest or not, what do you think of the smokes and hazes inside of Archimedes crater on the left? What's that one blinding light there? That's where they come out of. All entrances on the moon are hidden with natural light. It's all deliberately planned ahead of time. It's incredible. It's quite incredible, quite extraordinary, actually, the way it's all hidden naturally. But now, like me, if it's your first time here, like when I first saw this, you're going to start saying, but wait a minute, are the big observatories lying? Are NASA astronauts lying? Well, yes, anyone that went to space and telling you that there's nothing on the moon or that there's nothing out there is lying to you. NASA should have this atmosphere in all of their landing videos, but the landing videos were not real, right? They needed funds for whatever they're doing. And I would assume it's the reason why the world's being dismantled right now. Why the New World Order is taking over. CIA knows all about this. Archimedes crater, UFOs leaving them. Interesting, eh? All hidden with smokes, atmospheres, probably mirrors and tricks too, on the surface of the moon. Nobody else is showing UFOs like this and or that many UFOs. But aside from the UFOs, we also have water and we have buildings, we have greenery, vegetation, and we have pipes and tunnels and UFOs leaving all these areas. This is a live, not live, but I got it live when I filmed it, an image of Copernicus crater and the water filtration system or industry that's on the bottom with the mile-long line going right across it. Paul Sabo, Pat Yassar, Darla Lama, Ruth Kelly, everyone who contributed, gifting out the memberships, and every way you have, Kristen Kruger, Michelle Preston. Thank you so much for the generous contributions, everyone.
Aliens on the moon. When are they going to tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining. Really up there. They're mining on the moon. Aliens on the moon.
Thank you very much for the support to this channel.
Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions and thanks for watching the videos.
Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.